Your Excellency Lula da Silva, President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, honorable heads of states and government, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of His Excellency, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, who unfortunately couldn't join us today due to the unforeseen commitment related to the situation in the Middle East, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to His Excellency President Lula da Silva and the people of Brazil for the warm hospitality and excellent organization of the 17th BRICS Summit in the culturally diverse city of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil's historical gateway to the world. I also would like to express my appreciation for the effort of the Brazilian presidency of our group during this year. Allow me also to welcome His Excellency President Prabowo Subianto, President of the Republic of Indonesia, who join us for the first time today. Excellencies, our meeting today takes place at a critical juncture where we face multiple and interlinked crises and challenges that include geopolitical tensions, threats to the peace and security, the decline of multilateralism, a series of unprecedented and overlapping economic setbacks, the rise of protectionism, high levels of debt distress, climate change, and above all, the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. Undoubtedly, the gravest crisis of our time is the ongoing Israeli war on the innocent Palestinian people in Gaza for nearly 2 years. The war has resulted in the death of more than 55,000 civilian Palestinians, of whom 2/3 are women and children, in addition to approximately 125,000 wounded. This tragedy is a result of Israel's continuous violation of international and humanitarian law, in addition to the repeated violation against the people of Palestine in the West Bank and East Jerusalem, and the continuous Israeli settlement activity in the occupied Palestinian territory. Egypt, along with Qatar and the United States, has exerted all efforts to achieve a ceasefire that was agreed on the 15th of January, only to be violated by Israeli aggression against civilians. We must restore the ceasefire and call for an immediate cessation of hostilities by Israel, who must adhere to international humanitarian law and ensure the protection of the civilians. Egypt rejects any plans to displace, relocate, or transfer the Palestinian population of Gaza away from their homeland. As such proposals threaten the two-state solution and peace in the whole region. The Arab Islamic Plan for Early Recovery and Reconstruction reaffirms the applicability of the reconstruction process while keeping the Palestinians in their homeland. We invite your countries to support this plan to end the human suffering in Gaza and to participate in the International Conference for Early Recovery and Reconstruction that we intend to organize once a permanent ceasefire agreement is reached. It is worth mentioning that both Lebanon and Syria witnessed blatant Israeli aggression. The Israeli war also extended further to reach Iran, which represent an extremely dangerous regional escalation, a violation of international law and the UN Charter, and a direct threat to international peace and security. We emphasize the importance of resolving crises and conflicts through diplomacy. Excellencies, in light of the aforementioned crises and challenges, BRICS' critical role in the international system is increasingly important. In this vein, I wish to highlight the following priorities. First, we need to accelerate our cooperation and integration to address the challenges we face through implementing joint projects in various economic sectors, including energy, manufacturing, infrastructure, as well as emerging technologies and improvement, especially AI. Second, we attach great importance to strengthening our economic, financial, and monetary cooperation, especially between central banks. We must achieve progress regarding enabling financial settlements in local currencies, in line with BRICS cross-border payments initiative, and increasing the provision of financing from the new development bank in local currencies. Third, the provision of concessional finance and technology transfer to developing countries is a prerequisite to achieve sustainable development and eradicate poverty. Fourth, we believe that BRICS should effectively work for an improved international debt mechanism to support debt sustainability, in addition to supporting the reform of the global financial system to address the needs and priority of developing countries. This reform should ensure that the business models and financing capacities are responsive to the specific needs of developing countries. It is also important to strengthen global economic governance and more participation in the decision-making process. Excellencies, in conclusion, I emphasize that the true strength of our group lies in our ability to create the necessary space and vision to achieve our common interest in multiple fields, which ultimately address the hopes and aspiration of our people for a prosperous future. Thank you very much.